So I want to talk about this whole timeline thing, this whole timeline shift, and the Mandela effect, and all these things, and the shifting timelines. There are multiple timelines, multiple timelines converging all at once. I had a clear vision of this a few nights ago, and what I saw was literally, every timeline. It's hard to say if it was every timeline, but there was a bunch all at once. I was seeing flashes simultaneously, really, like layers of various choices in my life and the people around me. Like every choice I could make was being made and happening simultaneously, all at once. And what I got out of that was that that's the way this world works. We do know that there are multiple timelines, and we're all affected by that. And the shifting of the timelines and jumping from one timeline to the other. And but what I got was that every choice that we ever make that is significant, it may not be, what you had for breakfast, although it could be, if something significant happened at that breakfast, it could be. But every choice we make creates a timeline. Now, where we exist is like our central point of reference. It's hard to explain. This is sort of the central hub, our central processor, right, exists in this paradigm that we are consciously centered, or this is our home base, but yet each choice we make creates a parallel universe, you could say, but it's the same universe and it's the same earth, but every choice. And what I got was that this is happening at an accelerated rate. At this moment, almost every choice we make is creating a separate timeline, and we are following that at the same time as following every other choice we make. And as that connects and interacts with other people, their choices create timelines, and it's just a vast array, and it's all stacked one on top of the other, all at once. And I saw this, I had a glimpse of this, and it's happening at an accelerated rate in order to clear karma. And this is what's happening right now. And people are noticing shifts and changes, and they're calling it the Mandela effect. You can call it whatever you want, but it's happening at an extremely accelerated rate. And every timeline, based upon each and every choice, is being created in a vast multitude so that we can clear karma. And this is put in place deliberately. Once again, it's always been there, but now it's at such an accelerated rate that it was a trip to see. But it's happening for a good reason. It's in order to clear karma so that we can make this shift. What's happening is they're condensing down into one, which is where we are and where we're going to be. And it's exciting. I don't think this has ever been done before. There's a lot of things about this change, this shift. There are cycles, and these cycles happen, and we shift as a conscious entity, and this has happened, and there have been civilizations that have been wiped out and then we're reborn and everything, and we're going through another one of those cycles. But this one is unlike any other that's ever been. And in order to achieve what the plan is, the thing that's happening right now with the timelines is that they're all condensing down, and there are so many, again, based on every choice in order to clear karma once and for all. They are happening all at once and condensing down into one, which is a big reason why things look so chaotic, and what you see happening in the environment, what you see happening within society and politics and everything else, from one moment to the next. I put a lot of responsibility for certain chaotic actions on, that cabal that's been in charge and is hoping to maintain its control. And they are doing an awful lot of that stuff. But you see, it's happening to them too. See, when you interact in the third dimension here on this plane of existence, this earth, you are subject to certain rules and regulations. So they have the multiple timelines happening all at once in order to clear their karma. If they cannot clear their karma, they're going to have to get out. And I don't think a lot of them are going to make it. See, they use proxies. See, many of these beings are outside the realm of human experience, which is why they don't just come out and show themselves and take over. They're not capable of doing that. You have to be born here in a physical body and be a human being and go through this whole thing. And that's not who they are. So they use proxies. You know about the bloodlines and all of that. Yeah, well, they're a relation. You could say they're manufactured to be related to them. So those proxies are human with connections to, the other side. So they are subject to karma, and every choice they make creates another timeline, and it's jumping all over the place. And the stuff the things you're seeing in the sky, and the different signals that are being broadcast, all of this is an attempt to escape the inevitable. But like I said, it's inevitable. So a lot of these people, these proxies, are not going to be able to clear their karma. But some of them may surprise you. It remains to be seen. But I think we're going to be surprised by some people who we thought were some of the worst people who ever existed, becoming some of the nicest and most helpful and loving people there ever were. It's possible, yes. Don't judge people for their past actions as we go through this, because these shifting timelines, this array of multiple timelines that's condensing, will bring us to where we need to be so that the karma is clear. If the karma is clear, we can move forward and be pure love, light, energy. We can be the people that we're meant to be, even if they were, in servitude to this dark force. So we got to lay off the judgment. Just see what is and deal with it accordingly. But my main point is that this multiple timeline event is condensing now. And when you see things bounce around and one thing leads to another, and it's like, well, I never knew that. Wait a minute. I thought history didn't I, what? They call that the Mandela effect. I've seen a lot of things that was like, I don't remember it that way. But then there are things in my own life where I was like, somebody else says, no, it happened like this. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, and from day to day, and I'm sure a lot of you are having a hard time remembering things the way you thought it went. Wait a minute, no, now I remember it differently. That is this shifting and condensing that is occurring right now. And it's really amazing. Don't get tripped out by it. Be amazed. I'm amazed. But it's a good thing because, like I said, it's clearing karma so that we can move forward without any of this bullshit hanging over our heads anymore. So I want to pass that along. Have a good day. Love ya.